Dear colleagues, thank you for inviting me to present at your conference. That's always a pleasure and an honor to me to be able to do so, although I would really like to be there physically and be able to talk with you in person. My name is Hakon Hjemli. I'm manager of policy at the Norwegian Society of Radiographers. And I'm also the current Vice President Europe Africa for the ISRRT. I'm also a past president of the EFRS. Now, I've been told to give you my perspectives on being both a trade union and a professional society, and I will do my best to do so within the next 10 minutes. But first, a little bit about Norway. Norway is a monarchy that is placed to the north of continental Europe on the western seaboard. The population is around 5.3 million, and around 1.2 of those live close to or inside our capital city, Oslo. We have a very long coastline, 1,750 kilometers, and our neighboring countries are Sweden, Finland, and Russia. The main source of income for Norway is the extraction and export of oil and gas, but other significant industries include seafood, steel, shipping, and tourism. In Norway, the government is responsible for providing healthcare to the population in accordance with the stated goal of equal access to healthcare, regardless of age, race, gender, income, or area of residence. About radiographers in Norway, we have a 3-year bachelor program. It's a combined program where 1/3 is in clinical placement. Although it's combined, you need to have postgraduate education in nuclear medicine and or radiotherapy to work independently in those areas. There is kind of a balance in the labor market at the moment, but maybe a small overproduction of radiographers. We also have a small but increasing number of advanced practice radiographers in Norway and in the Nordic region. We do see an increase in research, publications, and number of master and PhD degrees at the moment. About the Norwegian Society of Radiographers, we are placed in Oslo, where we have our own office. We were established in 1973, so we're not that old. We soon have our 50-year anniversary. We are, as I said, both a professional society and a trade union, and we have a hired staff of 9 people. That includes our president, who is elected for 3-year terms. He's being paid full salary and has leave from his day job. We have a board of management that is being elected every 3 years. We have around 3,400 members, which is around 75% of all radiographers in Norway. And amongst our members, we have local representatives, about 180 that represent us in the different institutions where we have members. We cooperate internationally with the big organizations like the ISRRT, the EFRS, and also we have a cooperation within the Nordic region called the Nordic Society of Radiographers. And this is very important for our society, and we've been very much involved with all these organizations as long as we have been existing. Now, the role and vision for the society is split, but when it comes to being a trade union, we work for our members' economical and working conditions. We do negotiations, we do legal support, and we educate local representatives. And more related to the professional part of the association, we develop the profession. We work for development of the professional interests. We organize seminars and courses. We support and we fund research groups for radiographers. We have our own scientific journal, and we have an overlying vision to be an active organization that promotes professional development and collaboration in radiography, radiation therapy, and nuclear medicine. Here's a front page of an older magazine that we send to all our members. It's called Hold Pusten, which is Hold Your Breath in English. It's being issued around 6 times per year, and it's both in paper and online. And the content is reflecting both trade union issues and professional issues. And in this specific issue, you can read about our specialist program, which is a development program for radiographers who have specialized in different areas. But you can also read about the upcoming negotiations for salary. This magazine is attractive to a variety of sponsors, and it has a scientific status, so you can publish your articles that are being peer reviewed, and you can get an impact for that. We have our own code of ethics for radiographers. This is reflecting also both trade union issues and professional issues, which is very important for radiographers to have in mind. And we have a collaboration at a higher level when it comes to different aspects of radiographers' interests. We have a so-called Nordic model, which is a three-party collaboration, where employers organizations, employees organizations, and the authorities cooperate on working conditions. There are annually negotiations at local, regional level about collective agreements, pensions, work hours, etc. But also educational issues can be negotiated in these meetings. About the membership, it is around 1.45% of your annual salary to be a member. That's around 53 euros maximum per membership, and you can also have some of that refunded when you pay your taxes. It's around 400 euros that you can deduct from your tax, so that helps a bit. Of course, we have the regular benefits of being members, like different agreements with banks, with insurance companies, and things like that. But important to mention is that next to the trade union support, you also can get lawyer support. You get a journal, of course. You have access to your local representatives. You can get funding for professional activities. You will get heavily reduced fee to access our courses and things like that. And we have a special membership for students. We want to include them as early as possible. The membership for students is for free. they have all the benefits that other members have, access for the working life issues because they don't work yet. And they can attend our board of management meeting with 2 representatives. A recent example of the benefits of being both a trade union and a professional society is the pandemic that we are experiencing. During this pandemic, the society could be the single point of information for all radiographers in Norway. We put together a task force that dealt with issues like negotiations on working hours, salary, holidays, change of work plans, etc. And also we could collect experiences and advices on how to change procedures during the pandemic, how to use personal protective equipment, etc. So this was very useful for us to be able to do as organizations for our members. Another good examples of being both trade union and professional society is that we can do reports that are of interest for the profession, that can impact both the professional aspect of what to do and how to do things, but also it could have a huge impact on the status of the professionals and on the salary. And this is a report about role development for radiographers, where our society spent a lot of money to have conducted, but it made a big impact, and it really helped pushing the process of role development for radiographers in Norway, but also in other countries. And we can do some PR for the profession, which also helps on both working conditions and recognition of the profession and on professional interests, like this video that we did a few years ago. Radiographers take the vital images. This was shown on national television actually, and it's still very popular. And we also made an English voiceover for this video that describes what a radiographer is and what we do, more than what people would normally think about. The pros on being a combined organization is that we are the single point of contact for our members and stakeholders, which makes us very effective. And many challenges demand both combined knowledge of professional and trade union character to find the best solution. And a larger association is stronger and have more impact. But we need to have a relative high membership fee in order to take care of all these different issues and to pay all the staff and finance all our projects. And there might sometimes be conflict of interest between professional aims and trade union aspects. But in total, I would say it's a win-win situation for both our members and for us as an organization. And I would recommend you to further explore this opportunity. And by that, I thank you for your attention, and I look forward to see you sometimes in